That's a good indication. All right, all right. I'll give it a good couple minutes here. Let people fill in. I feel like I need to do the stand back. I need to get in full view of this damn thing. It's very shameful. Cecil. It's crazy how far back I have to stand. Yeah, if I'm like sitting, it'd be fine, but like freaking, I pretty much gotta be standing back here. What's good, everybody? This fuck ass Cecil. Damn, that caught that loud from across the room. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, what? Oh, there you are. Okay. What's up, Live Your Dream? We got one person in so far. I am just gonna get started here in a second, but I thought well, damn, I gave it more than a couple minutes now. Yeah, I'll probably get started. But first, let me stand back here. I gotta look at you for a second, alright? Let me just get it. Let B-Love get a look at you. Oh damn, let you get a closer look at this bad boy. Gotta make sure this is in view. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll go ahead and get started though, Live Your Dream. I do want to start. Obviously, there was a big event that happened yesterday. Alright, but in all seriousness for a moment, before we get started, things are slightly more lighthearted. Obviously, our friend and companion in this group, Order of Magnitude, also known as Phil and Riley, had a loss in the family yesterday, and I just wanted to give my condolences before I start. So, it's tragic stuff. But the business at hand today, as I had said on one of my alt channels on a comment, I was going to take some notes of Cecil's little New Year's wishes. And boy, did I. So, let's go ahead and get started. Oh, Hope's Fall. I don't think I've seen you around before. But how's it going, Hope's Fall? I'm assuming you're part of the Cecil community? Or are you just kind of browsing through streams right now? Alright. Let's find that Cecil here. I wonder if you have to put the at. That's how you do. Easiest way to find them. For some reason. Oh, I thought he whittled it down even more. So I think originally the video was like 42 minutes long. And then like after I watched it, he cut it down to like what it is now, 38:54. There's got to be a way to where I could kind of like embed this and still read the chat. That would be nice. You know, one thing I could do real quick. Hopefully this doesn't interfere with anything. I can't even freaking see. I got a microphone in front of my face. Yeah. Yeah, his gross obsession. What's up, White Tupac? What the hell? This looks totally different on this computer. Let's go with this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright. I'll have... this here. See if this works. Oh yeah, that works. Beautiful. Select pop out. Really? And that's on OBS? I clicked the three dots. I need to update this version. Maybe you're using the more recent version. But this works too. I actually have two monitors. Alright, so I'll go ahead and click play. Let's see who all's here. Got the same crew still. Oh yeah, let me put these bad boys on. me think. I swear there was something I was going to do before I started. Oh, duh. Oh my god, this update on this computer made everything so wonky. I cannot see. Okay, that's good. Alright, I'm ready. I guess he's been getting cocky. It's more like he's kind of just playing his same old games. Like when I did my second listen through that video, I realized that that's why you're online. Oh man, get that damn thing out of here. Oh, Linux. All right. That seems a bit advanced for me. I'm guessing you have like some programming. You got some tech skills. Um, all right, but I'm about ready to go. And as I was saying about Cecil, yeah, the so when I was doing my second listen to this video, one thing I at first I was kind of like, wow, there's a lot that he's telling on here. And then I watched it again and I was like, you know what? This is just same old Cecil. Oh, I see. So live your dream. Are you the guy that's in New Zealand? So basically the way things work a lot of times seems like you can't really get Netherlands. Okay. Um, yeah, it seems like you can't really get the police to do their own investigating. Like I've literally brought evidence to the police about like somebody stealing from me, and they just flat out denied it. They're like, that's not good enough evidence. You need to hold on a second. I need to turn this down just a little. Yeah, they're telling me like it could still be anybody. Anybody could just like start accounts in somebody else's name and get a hold of their phone number. It's like, nah, this is the guy that stole from me. Literally like drained my bank account. The police didn't give a shit. It's because they'd have to actually go do something. Um, yeah, it just seems like they're not interested in actual justice. Especially in this country, cops are allowed to like really brutalize people. Like they're pretty much the judge, jury, and executioner at times, and it's like it seems to attract a certain person. But I'm gonna go ahead and start listening to this because a 40-minute video is gonna take me a minute to get through. I am gonna hopefully let him talk quite a bit, but I am definitely going on some tangents. Hello? Oh, duh.
What's up, High Street? It's been a while, right? Look, guys, I don't plan on leaving YouTube. I gave you guys the opportunity to run me out of here with your little fake lying tactics a long time ago. You wouldn't leave me alone even after I left. So all it did was entice me to stay. So it is what it is. I'm working on an album again. I'm writing lyrics every day at work. So I'm still doing music. I'm still making beats. I have some plans for some paranormal research coming soon. So I'm not quitting. As long as I.
So here's an interesting part. Notice how he started this right off the bat, telling us how great he is. So what he put his foot through the door with was pretty much, oh yeah, my life's going great. I just keep progressing. I'm awesome. And that's, the narrative he's starting with.
I have my health and my ability and my drive, I'm going to be here. Period. And our production equipment has gotten better. Our computer abilities have gotten better. Um, so yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he has like some kind of gastrointestinal issues, but has anybody else noticed that he constantly does these little like burp things? And it's like he has the hiccups all the time, and I really wonder what that is. Yeah, studio. If that's a studio, so is what I'm sitting in right now, and I have a weight bench in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
Acid reflux. Yeah, it's
But I
it's it's the confession. It keeps trying to work its way up his esophagus, and he's forcing it down.
want to talk about a couple things. For 8 long years, these two dudes who look like that they're related, who have the same last name, obsessively and compulsively tried to ruin me on YouTube. These guys don't know me from anywhere. Never met these guys. But
You hear that little laugh? So this is a character I like to call Smug Cecil. And two of the things, let's say three of the things Smug Cecil does. For one, usually this guy comes out when Cecil's talking shit. And some certain characteristics I always notice about him is he does a little, huh. He lets out a little laugh here and there. It's usually when he's saying something like hurtful about somebody too. And the second thing is, it's just like the tone of his voice. You'll see it more. I'll point it out.
turns out that I'm not the only person that they've gone after. I don't understand hate. I don't have hate in my heart, so I don't understand how people can be hateful. I don't understand why people put so much time and energy in trying to ruin others. I'm one of those type of person. If I don't like you, I just don't fuck with you. If I don't like you, I just don't deal with you. Now, if I got an opinion on it, I might leave an opinion and just leave it at that. But to obsessively talk about somebody for over 7 years constantly and try to harass them and their family, try to break up their family.
Oh yeah, so I did take some notes on this part. So this is one of his weird like minimalization and like gaslighting tactics. Yeah. Fuck y'all haters. But hey, I don't have any hate in my heart. All right, peace. I just want to live positive. Um, yeah. So this is one of his weird like gaslighting and freaking what exactly? Oh yeah, it's like a deflecting method where he. Let me just listen back again. Holy fuck!
Family, there's contact,
I'm
but
like
opinion on
ADD
it, I
as
might leave
shit
an
right now, and I
opinion.
don't know why.
I might leave an opinion and just leave it at that. But to
Okay.
obsessively talk about somebody for over 7 years constantly and try to harass them.
So when he says, if I don't like somebody, then I just don't talk about them, and it's like, no, it's not that we don't like. Well, we don't like you. Let's be honest, for multiple reasons, but Whereas the reason we're on his case isn't because we don't like him. It's because of the way he, or what he's confessed to, first and foremost. And on top of that, it's all the gaslighting he does, all the shit talking. It's like, people might forget about you if you would just shut your damn mouth, Cecil. But he feels the need to gaslight us, literally do these weird, like, shit talking games. And I know exactly what it is. He acts like he wants to be left alone, but in reality, like, he enjoys this. I've gotten the sense quite a few times that he really enjoys this, and he says it all the time. Oh, I get a laugh out of this. Okay, I'll get started again.
Them and their family, try to break up their family, make calls to get them fired from their job, tattletale on them. And when when I told them that I have incriminating evidence against them, they call me a snitch. But these are the same guys that call me a snitch are the same.
Oh my god, I'm so glad you just said that. He's too addicted to YouTube. Have you noticed that when Cecil makes these videos, it's like opposite day? Everything that he says about other people can be redirected at himself like tenfold. And that's one of them, saying I think he said it about multiple people, but he does that. He says it in this video about Logan. He says that Logan is addicted to YouTube. And it's like, I don't know, buddy. The main person I see posting sometimes 10 plus times a day is Cecil. And that's the same thing he'll say about RV and Shredder. He says they just drive around making videos about him all day. And we all know it's not true. Shredder might post a short or two a month. His obsessive gun flexing. Yeah, that's another point he actually makes in this video I made points about. The overcompensating. Where he said, here, I'll see. They spend their whole lives comparing themselves to other men because they doubt their manhood. Yeah, and meanwhile, Cecil, he's working 5 jobs a day. He doesn't even sleep. He doesn't eat. He just eats sugar and coffee. He might eat one White Castle sandwich. That's it. Oh, what's up, Order of Magnitude? Yeah, so I made a little message for you at the beginning of the video, Order. So whenever if you end up playing back at the beginning, or re-listening to part of this later, yeah, you'll see that. All right, so where were we here? Oh shit, I clicked on the OBS.
People that will call my job that I have incriminating evidence against them, they call me a snitch. But these are the same guys that call me a snitch.
I don't even think I wrote notes on this part. I was just kind of like, whatever, Cecil. Who cares? We all know you're that kid. You're the cry bully. You're the kid that would try and pick on somebody bigger than him, and then when he gets hit, he'd go tell the teacher.
Are the same people that will call my job after following me to my job to find out where I work. They will call my job and try to turn my own employees against me. These are the same people who these are the same people.
There's smug Cecil. You hear the Let's hear that again. It's like somebody stepped on his stomach.
Who?
One more time.
People. Who? These are the same people who literally reached out to my neighbors and was stalking my downstairs neighbor.
Okay, so this is part of basically the Darvo method. And so the way he started was he didn't even fully deflect. He just pretty much came on and was like, "Hey, everybody, I'm the shit. My life's going great. And it's only getting better." And then within a minute, gets what? Oh, farting pillow? A farting pillow. Oh my god. Well, yeah, so he starts with, I'm the shit. Goes into, I'm also a kind guy. I don't have hate in my heart. And then within 2 minutes, he gets right down to talking shit. And this is one of his usual methods. For some reason, he is quite obsessed with RV and Master Shredder specifically. And I'm guessing it's because he feels like they're the most likely to actually get something done. I think it's mostly a sign of fear. It's just like he always says. Well, I guess that doesn't really relate. I was going to say something about how he always says something about, oh shoot. Oh well. Yeah, like I said, it doesn't even matter. But, so let's rewind a little bit here. I need
To my
like
neighbor.
ADD medication.
These are the same people who literally reached out to my neighbors.
The stalking. Okay. So, this is his way of controlling the narrative. He starts off immediately, I'm good. And he's trying to identify who the bad party is. Oh, okay. I get what you mean. I had to read that a couple times. Yeah, he responds to people according to channel size. That is kind of why, like, random news is always on his tongue. Scooter, I don't know what's up with him and Scooter. Like, I don't even hear him say much about Scooter half the time. Yeah, we're not a virtual threat. I wouldn't even say I'm a physical threat because I'm not trying to get shot. I don't care if he's in the right or not. You can't take back a bullet. And I'm not trying to go to prison over this little fuck. Um, Man, I got a little distracted again.
These are the same people.
Okay, the stalking. So he's trying to paint a picture that RV and Master Shredder are crazy. Yes, that's true. Um, so that I mean, he says it himself. He's literally the whole video. He doesn't say the exact words. I'm trying to make you all see or see them as crazy. He's just literally saying it like he believes it, which honestly is what he pretty much always does. It's mind blowing. Like, I don't know if he actually understands how to manipulate people, if it's like second nature, or if he just stupids his way through it. But his methods are there. He has solid manipulation tactics, but I don't understand how they could work on anybody. I didn't buy his bullshit for a second when I was in the same room with him.
Who literally reached out to my neighbors and was stalking my downstairs neighbor.
Yeah. No, not only are these people so crazy that they're stalking him, they're stalking everybody in his life. That's something I mean, you've heard it in every video he's ever made, and especially in this, he's trying to. Actually, that brings me to a point: is that this video, I could tell, was clearly directed to anybody he thinks isn't totally in the know about his situation. So this is a video addressing anybody that might be new to who Cecil is. And unfortunately for him, all of his audience watches him because they don't like him. Everybody knows who he is and what he's done.
To try to cause problems with us. Like, these are people who don't have lives. I'm sorry. I don't care about what any dumbass who is scared of trolls, who go along with trolls. I don't care what you got to say. You guys are cowards. Because you guys...
There's another one. So, everybody that's on the side of RV and Master Shredder, we're only here because we're scared of them. We don't want to get trolled too. What would we do?
Supported the fact that a couple morons with no lives who are from the drama community, you supported them and the lies that they were spreading about me. Just because someone says something with a straight face and they do it on camera and they have a bunch of cult followers who agree with everything they say, and they say it like they're serious and they're heartfelt, doesn't mean that what they're saying is authentic. You guys are naive. You guys are naive. There's
That's almost like the old saying, when you point a finger, there's four, or technically there's three more pointed right back at you. Let's hear that again.
They're heartfelt. A bunch of cult followers who agree with everything they say, and they say it like they're serious and they're heartfelt, doesn't mean that what they're saying.
That's exactly what I was just saying about him too. How he will talk shit about RV and Master Shredder like he actually believes what he's saying. Doesn't break character at all. And then, yeah, that's, yeah. I almost started doing some like chanting while he said that.
Saying is authentic. You guys are naive. You guys are naive. There's parts of other countries that a little boy would walk up on you, and you think that he'd be in distress, and next thing you know, everything's blowing up within a mile radius, including him and you and your whole platoon.
That's a freaking powerful bomb. You know those bombs that blow up like an entire square mile? Crazy shit.
So, if you guys like to be deceived, then that's on you. At the end of the day, almost nobody except for Queen Tasty and a couple others are the only ones who had my back the whole time. And it's all simply because I've never had a fan base yet. I've never had a following group of people who are in my live stream chat every time I go live. And in the minds of a troll, whatever supporters you have while you're live streaming in your chat represents how much people like you or not.
What did I say? Live your dream. Every time you point a finger, there's three more pointed at you. This is actually a part that I've made notes about. Actually, going back a little over, basically like 2 minutes. So, did you notice Cecil not only in 3 minutes started gaslighting and like defaming RV and Master Shredder, but anybody that is a part of this community, he's already made a statement about how horrible of people we all are. And then, yeah, starting around this time, he's pointed the finger once again. And what does he say?
uh, Represents what
Oh, yeah.
in the minds of a troll. Whatever supporters you have while you're live streaming in your chat, represents how much people like you or not.
So, the guy that only addresses people, as you said, let's see exactly what you said. Oh, yeah, yeah. So he responds to people according to channel size. This is the same guy that just said that the trolls basically get warm fuzzies based off of how many people are in their community. Like, this is all we care about. I mean, that's his usual narrative of him. It's all for the clicks. You all are just chasing views.
You know, which is a horrible perspective. Horrible perspective.
Horrible.
You know, but that's just how people are. They think that because they're drowning in the world of drama community and gossip, that they think that that's the only reality out here on YouTube when it really isn't. That their perception of what support is different than someone who just uses YouTube to binge watch videos of famous people or famous shows or music that they like.
And this is him trying to paint the picture of the difference between a normal YouTube watcher and one that's deranged. So basically, normal people, they watch videos about things they like and celebrities, and weirdos and stalkers watch videos about a guy that confessed to molesting children.
When you're emboarded into the fucking drama community so deep that all you see is live stream gossip and interacting with drama lovers in the chat, then your perception of what support is different than someone who just watches YouTube regularly like a regular person versus someone who is involved and neck deep into drama, who goes to these live streams and talks shit in the chat and gets on the panel gossiping about people they don't know. There's two different worlds there,
Actually, that's something I wanted to bring up because within the first 2 minutes he made this point too. Him always saying, you all don't even know me. You don't know us either, but you say a whole hell of a lot.
But I think it's funny and fucking hilarious that people actually supported these people who were spreading dog-faced lies about me. Dude, they want y'all to think I'm a chomo with no victims. Nobody ever said that I did anything to them. The only thing you guys are going by is what you say that I said. That's it. You're spreading a video that I do not approve of, lying to people, telling them that I made a confession that I did not make. Hold on. I hate everything about you. Yeah. But I just think it's fucking hilarious that people, just because I lack support, that people chose the other side instead of doing the right thing and supporting someone who's being lied on for so long, stalked, threatened, and harassed for so many years. It just goes to show that most people are more prone to be followers than they are of being free thinkers and leaders. You'd rather go hang out with the wrong people because you're afraid of what the wrong people are going to do to you for doing the right thing. It's sad. And until I actually have a fan base people will never ride on my side. They never will go and agree with what is correct. I was never threatened to be charged for anything. I was never accused by any said victim. I was never accused by any said parent. All these things are facts. I was never under an investigation for any said event. All these are facts. You guys are.
Yeah, there's the big deny. It took him 6 minutes and 18 seconds to get to the point where he started talking, getting to the deny part of the Darvo method. He always rearranges it. He needs to learn the method better. But maybe he's like a wizard at the Darvo method. But yeah, so deny, attack. Wait, okay, yeah, deny, attack, reverse the roles of victim and offender. He kind of starts at like just very lightly. He just peppers a little bit of denial in there. Immediately goes into attack, and then reversing the roles of victim and offender. Because he quickly tries to establish himself as a good person that's a victim of stalking. That's like how he starts every single video. I guess like he knows probably not even the first 10 minutes, like the first couple of minutes he's got to get, I'm a good man and I'm a victim of these crazy people, out in like every video. Also Petey Wheat Straw, how's it going, man? It's good to see you here. All right, I'll get right back to it. Whoa, puff puff pass. Oh damn, I keep trying to click the wrong, I keep clicking in OBS.
They're going solely based off of what you're trying to make people think that I said. Trust me, if I had anything to confess to, and if I wanted to use YouTube to confess it, trust me, you would know it was a confession. But me talking about things in regards to me being an underage boy and some of the shit that I went through as a kid is not a confession, dude. That's a person's testimony. And as a
Oh my god, I was waiting for him to say it. Yeah, it's right there in my notes. It wasn't a confession, it was a testimony. The things, me talking about the things I went through in my childhood, and notice, so there's 3 things he says that he rotates through. And I was kind of just making a joke out of it earlier to myself. He says he was a little boy. He was underage, and oh yeah, he was a minor. Those are 3 things he'll keep rotating around like they even matter. If an 8-year-old were to commit a murder at like the 1st degree, like a premeditated murder, and just brutally stab somebody to death, it's still a bad thing regardless of their age. They still did a bad thing and are likely gonna face some kind of consequences. And he might have not have murdered somebody, but he affected the rest of their lives. In some ways, it's worse than murder because it's prolonged. They're going to feel pain from this for likely the rest of their life. And he tries to downplay it by just being like, I was an underage minor little boy. I was a little boy minor that was underage. All right? So, I'm in the right here.
42-year-old man, do you think I'm even close to being the same person I was when I was a little kid? Are any of you people the same person that you was fucking 26 years.
I think I had a point about this as well, because this was a weird deflection. Let's go back like 15.
It's a person's testimony. And as a 42-year-old man, do you think I'm even close to being the same person I was when I was a little kid? Are any of you people the same person that you was?
I know.
Fucking.
I know what it was. Yeah, he said that those girls had already been somebody else's victim, and that they came on to him because they were already sexualized. Yes, he did say that, Petey. But yeah, so this weird deflection. He didn't say. It would be different if he said, I realize that what I did was wrong, and I have put effort into being a good person and making sure that I never hurt another little girl ever again. Oh my God. I just noticed something, guys. I need to do a little audio check real quick. I should have asked you all earlier. Is my audio hard panned to one side?
26 years ago?
Oh, damn it. At least like my volume level's higher right now. Damn it. I don't get why it's specifically with OBS, and I think it only is with this older version. I'm wondering if there's a setting I can fix real quick. Alright, so all that did was cut my audio off. That was crazy. Man, it's like only with this old OBS version. So next time I ever do a live, I definitely got to make sure I update. Oh, oh, that is so stupid. I think I figured it out. Yeah. So, yeah, what it was is literally with this old version, there's a button that says mono, and I clicked it, and instead of my audio becoming mono, yeah, now it's in both ear holes.
Ago? When you was an underage fucking minor? Like, seriously. Do you drama community people, all you do is go around looking for shit to try to expose people about? If y'all wasn't saying that about me, you'd be saying something else. Something I noticed about the drama community. If these people don't like you, they're going to expose you, even if they have to make shit up.
This is a great segue. A Cecil segue. That's what I'm talking about. That's what he says right before he starts talking about Logan.
They even went and got this one kid named so-called Logan.
So
Some kid that
called.
used to live up the street from me who's addicted to YouTube. Fucking Logan claimed that he wasn't riding my haters bandwagon, but he was. And now he's trolling me on other social media sites trying to get my attention. Like, the dude is a troll by nature.
There we go, painting a narrative of another guy. Didn't need to come on here and he didn't even say. I don't think he said Happy New Year yet. He just, the ball dropped. It hit midnight, January 1st of the new year. Cecil said, I need to go online and talk shit. And just goes into everybody. I think he even brings up random news at some point. Or, right now he's working on Logan. He's got to hit Logan with a few jabs. So he's working his way through the crowd.
And he got on a panel with my dumbass haters trying to act like he's some kind of victim of mine. Like, just straight up lying, dude. You have to make shit up, bro, to try to make me look bad. That's all of y'all. All of y'all.
I feel like he worded it this way on purpose. So he tried to downplay or kind of deflect by saying that Logan claims that he's a victim of Cecil. And it's like, I watched that live stream. I think I watched it twice. And I don't remember a time when Logan said Cecil did anything particularly perverted to him. The main thing was that Cecil's just a weirdo. He tried to confront like an 11-year-old. And Logan accused him of snorting a Suboxone in front of him. And Cecil's going to go into one of the dumbest things. Actually, this might lead me to something else here in the future. Hold up. I wanted to get an example of somebody doing this in an interrogation, but let's let it play.
And it doesn't even bother me, guys. I literally laugh at the shit. I think it's funny.
He laughs at the shit. Let's go back 15.
Make shit up, bro, to try to make me look bad. That's all of y'all.
It's all of us.
All of y'all.
It's all of us.
And it doesn't even bother me, guys. I literally laugh at the shit. I think it's funny. I think it's funny how far people will reach to try to ruin your name just because they don't like you.
It's just because we don't like them.
And because they want everyone to live in their reality, so they try to get everyone else not to like you.
Because that makes sense, right?
And their OCD really bothers the fuck out of them until they actually do get a large amount of people to not like you.
He really thinks people do think that way. Deeply twisted people that just want to watch the world burn would think that way. But I don't really see anybody in this group that is here specifically just to cause chaos. I have a pretty good eye for that. And I'm sorry, Cecil, but I'm not really seeing anybody that's just blatantly malicious.
These motherfuckers went after me for 8 years, stalking me, reaching out to people in my life, never found a victim, ever.
That's a scary thing he said. Never found a victim. Cecil, where were you living around the ages of 17? I know where he was living. I have records of it. He was living in City Heights. which is literally segregated. Like, it's like they built this place when segregation started and will just let it kind of crumble. Like, you basically got to drive over a moat just to get into this place. Where the blacktop is so chipped up that, like, cars that are lower to the ground would, like, bottom out. There's like I accidentally ended up in there one time, and from what I remember, there was like, this is crazy. So within this community, never seen this in my life. It was like a village. It was like a village that was built just for black people during segregation. And there's just like rows of buildings, and then there was a store and a church in there. And this was an apartment complex, basically. Never seen that in my life. It's like they put everything up there that they thought the people would need so they'd be out of sight, out of mind. I actually wanted to cry when I freaking was in the parking lot there.
Never found anyone to prove that I was guilty, ever. To the point that they went to the little kid who used to live up the street from me, probably paying this kid to lie on me, saying that I snorted my recovery medication around him. Let me tell you something. It doesn't matter if I was on drugs like I used to be, a pillhead, or in recovery doing my pills. One thing that I make sure that I would never do is drugs around a child. I don't care if it's an aspirin. If me and Hetty think that our daughter's about to walk in our room, we don't even do a Tylenol or an ibuprofen.
This is one of the wildest things I've heard him say. He won't even so much as take an aspirin or a Tylenol in front of a child. Why? Even if you do have drug abuse issues, it's kind of weird to have that much shame about taking an over-the-counter pill that can't even get you high. Like, it would destroy your liver before it got you high. People, like, intentionally overdose from taking huge amounts of them things. Yeah, that's exactly. So I know I've seen this in interrogations before. Because one thing I like to do is watch interrogation videos. And Cecil, like usual. Oh, yeah. I mean, there are times where he's high on something. Absolutely. I don't believe he's just tired. But yeah, so I watch interrogation videos, and one thing that's a telling sign about when somebody's lying is they use this weird deflect like he just did. And I'll play it again.
If me and Hetty think that our daughter's about to walk in our room, we don't even do a Tylenol or an ibuprofen.
So that is an insane deflection where he actually thinks people would believe he's just that pure of heart. That he wouldn't even so much as take a Tylenol in front of a child. Cecil, we know you're not that innocent. I mean, we know you're not innocent, period, but damn. Like, he really thinks he can make us believe he's like an 8-year-old boy or something. Just the sweetest little thing. Look at that Cecil. He's all 5 foot nothing of adorable. I might play a couple clips of something real quick. It's kind of relevant, but I wanted to find an exact example specifically. specifically Jodi Arias. So she's one person that I've seen like really try and manipulate a detective during their interrogation. But I know I've seen exact examples like this, like what Cecil's doing right now, where somebody will be like, oh no, I would never do that, because you see, my whole thing is that I am very protective of children, and I wouldn't hurt a soul. If I saw a child, I don't know where the fuck I'm going with this. I wish I had an example, but Jodi Arias is this is a great example. I have a couple timestamps. Duh. Oh, there we go.
So Acorns is a financial
Get out of
company.
here, Rock.
So I bought everyone's gifts today with
Jodi. All right, so 11:50. I'll just let it play here.
Their voice recorders, I noticed them. If they have video or they have audio or batteries or what.
I don't think they're on.
I get so turned around with these two monitors. There we go.
Hindsight allows us to recognize this is simply an attempt to appear innocent. She seems to think that
Oh,
if she
damn.
appears confident enough,
I put the timestamp at the wrong spot.
Is this recorded at all or?
You can say no.
Okay, hold on.
You know, I have to read them off this little card here, but they're pretty much the same, and I'll explain them to you as we go, okay? And, you know, if there's a question that you don't want to answer, you don't feel comfortable, you can say no, you know, or, you know, you can elaborate as much as you want. It's completely up to you. It's at your speed. I don't want to pressure you.
Is this recorded at all or should we?
Yeah, I don't know if there's a recording or anything.
I don't know if these are voice recorders, I noticed them. If they have video or they have audio or batteries or what.
I don't think they're on.
hindsight allows us to recognize this is
You notice how helpful she's trying to be with the detectives? When I was watching this, trying to find like examples of how Cecil does very similar like tactics that people like Jodi Arias do, I noticed that, and I was like, well, that reminds me of when, what do you call that? Like CPS, Child Protective Services, came to his place to do a walkthrough, and he came on and was like, well, you guys managed to get CPS over here. And then one thing that I still have not forgotten was where he was like, when it came time for her to go, I didn't want her to leave. I kept talking her ear off. We were the best of friends. It's really weird to be that happy to see CPS at your door. Yeah, and he had all the bags of food like the next day. That's the same clip where we got the famous the grape nuts, where he's jostling his grape nuts around. But that exactly like she just did. You notice how she tried to make herself seem innocent by being like overly helpful and overly willing to like tell anything, or I don't know what to call it that exactly. Yeah, I mean, you've heard Cecil say it before. He lives off coffee. I'm pretty sure his diet is like several cups of coffee a day, and then he might eat like a sandwich or two. Not even like a full sandwich, but these things we call sliders. They're like miniature sandwiches. You're supposed to eat like at least a couple, or like, hell, I think an average person would eat 4 at least. And Cecil just gum on one of those bad boys if he's got a few cents sitting around. But you know, that hard-working man that does nothing but provide for his family. Oh, it's all good. Yeah, I was kind of making this just intending for people to most likely be watching it back. Either way, I felt like speaking about this most recent video. Yeah, the sugar. I've actually seen this before with people that are as skinny as him. So, for some reason, people that are that skinny, a lot of times, they seem to have a diet that mostly consists of like really sugary junk food. And with Cecil, it's literally just cups of coffee with sugar. I think it's because it's just an instant way to boost their energy. Have a good one. Live your dream. All right, I had another timestamp real quick. The way she deflects here gives me flashbacks. It's about here, if I'm not mistaken.
I know you were there.
Are you sure those pictures aren't from another time?
Positive. Remember I told you about the camera?
Mm-hmm.
The card's intact. Remember I told you that card was destroyed? I didn't want to tell you the truth. And I have pictures of you in Travis's bedroom with Travis. Pictures of him. And it's obvious you guys are having sex. Taking photos of each other. And they're dated and time-stamped on the day he died.
Are you sure it's me? I mean, that because I was
Jody,
not there.
It's you. And you know it's you. I know all the details of this case. The only thing I don't know is why. Why did you choose to go visit Travis that day? And why did you do what you did?
I would never
Why,
hurt
Jody?
Travis.
You did. You hurt him. That's why we're here. That's why I flew up here. Because I needed to talk to you about this. I can just arrest you and throw you in jail, but I want to know why. Why did you do this to him?
I wouldn't hurt Travis. He's done so much for me.
I know you took pictures of him in the shower just before he died.
I don't think he would allow that.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I think I timestamped the wrong spot. But I'm pretty sure if we just keep listening to this for a couple more minutes at least, she gets to this weird part where she starts deflecting in a way where she thinks she can like outwit her way out of this. It reminds me of Cecil.
And the camera actually took a couple of photos by accident during the time that he was being killed.
Really?
Yeah, Jody, really.
Really?
You were there. Quit playing this game. It's time for you to just come out and
I didn't
tell me.
know. I did not hurt Travis. I did not hurt Travis. I wouldn't do that to him.
The detective then goes on to explain the DNA evidence collected at the crime scene, which includes Jody's blood mixed with Travis's blood, Jody's hair, and Jody's...
Okay, I think it's shortly after this point. So, let me think here. That's actually another interesting point about this, is this is a point in the interrogation process where she kind of starts shifting and changing the story because she knows she's getting cornered. They're starting to put pressure on her. And so it went from, I wouldn't hurt Travis. I Travis is such a nice guy. He's so good to me and all this shit. And then she's going to switch to, okay, so if I was there, if I was the person that murdered Travis, then this, that, and the other, like, you need evidence. So you notice how it appears when somebody that's actually guilty and has manipulative tendencies, how they react when they know that a person in a position of authority that's going to make them accountable for their consequences starts putting pressure on them.
His bloody palm print.
You either had blood on your hand and you touched the wall, or there was blood on the wall and you touched the blood.
Could my
I like how she looked at her hands.
palm print have already been there and then blood touched it?
Jody. Jody. This is over. This is absolutely over. You need to tell me the truth.
Listen, the truth is I did not hurt Travis.
If you want, I can show you some pictures of him. Do you want to see pictures of him?
I think it might be after here. I keep saying that though.
Part of me does and part of me doesn't.
Why? Because you don't want to remember?
No,
Jody.
There's a morbid curiosity.
Jody.
I wanted to know how he died.
There's a morbid curiosity. That is such a weird thing. I've never heard. I don't think anybody's ever said, you know, I'm just morbidly curious to see what my relative's body looks like.
We can keep playing these games over and over again. I'm not going to believe you.
Was it?
It's over.
Could it have been my blood from
Your
before?
image is not important right now. Saving the rest of your life is.
Listen, if I'm found guilty, I don't have a life. I'm not guilty. I didn't hurt Travis.
That's actually the way I think Cecil thinks about things a lot of times. I'm glad I played this now. Let's hear that again.
Listen, if I'm found guilty, I don't have a life.
I think this is why Cecil never shuts his damn mouth. He's trying to deflect so hard because he's worried he's going to end up right back in the slammer. He never wants to go back to that place again. And he's not upset with himself for the bad things that he did. He's upset with all of us for trying to hold him accountable for the things he's done. Which is something that people that commit these kinds of crimes do a lot of times. In their trial and their interrogation, you'll see this. Where it's like, they're not upset about ending another person's life or committing some kind of violent act against another person. They're upset that they got caught. And I think I've heard people say that about Cecil. He's only upset that he got caught.
I'm not guilty. I didn't hurt Travis. If I hurt Travis, if I killed Travis, I would beg for the death penalty. It just seems so impossible. I'd want to see it. I'd want to know. I mean, I'm not a murderer, but I guess if I were to do that, I would wear gloves or, something. Okay, let's say for a second that I did. And I say, I did it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
The motive is there. The jealousy issue.
but I wouldn't even say I was jealous. I mean, there may have been some jealousy there, but
Then what is
I think
it?
if
What
anyone-
caused this?
I think if anyone, maybe Travis was jealous, but
What?
That's not
What?
what everybody else says. I can prove you were there. I can prove it.
Damn it. Okay, let me go back 30 seconds real quick. Hello? I didn't fuck anything up, did I?
But what I don't have,
I've been some.
the jealousy issue.
I mean,
motive is there.
Okay.
You know, so I'm not guilty. It just seems so impossible. I want to see it. I want to know. I mean, I'm not a murderer, but I guess if I were to do that, I would wear gloves or, you know, something. Okay, let's say for a second that I did. And I say, I did it. I mean,
The motive is there. The jealousy issue.
but I wouldn't even say it was jealous. I mean, there may have been some jealousy there, but
Then what is
I think
it?
if
What
anyone-
That part's not relevant. It's bizarre, and this kind of reminds me of Cecil, how she goes into like hypotheticals with a detective. That is such a like telling behavior there. Like, besides the whole act she put on to begin with. Actually, that is a great point. I should show this real quick. Another parallel here between Jody and Cecil is at the beginning of the interview. Oh, okay. Yeah, so she's basically trying, from what I'm gathering here, I'm sure people have different theories, but what I think she's doing is just like how Cecil starts his videos. What does he do first? He tries to control your first, the first appearance, your first impression of Cecil. Because not only is he trying to hopefully pull in people that don't know about his situation, but he's also trying to, control the narrative and paint a picture right off the bat that he is a good man. So she's sitting here trying to figure out just how... Well, that doesn't look normal at all. That was demonic. But you know why she flipped her hair. She's trying to make sure she looked extra good. What is this? It's funny that they sent a woman in first. Do you think they were watching her in the camera and they're like, I think she's trying to she's hoping a male detective comes in. Send in a woman. Oh shit. Oh, it's a woman. Look at the way she's just staring at this lady. Just for an already uncomfortable amount of time. I'm getting secondhand discomfort just watching this.
Just give me. Can I get you just have a seat here?
Yeah, have a seat in a chair like a human being.
In the next moment, Jody will hear Detective Flores approaching the...
So here she is trying to figure out how she's going to look when the next detective comes into the room. Because she has another chance to have that first appearance. And what does she do? She puts her head down on the table. And when he walks in, she just lays there with her head on the table for a good few seconds before sitting up. And I wonder what kind of a message she was trying to send. I don't know if she thinks it's like a seductive look or if it's like it makes her look more innocent. It makes her look more relaxed. I don't know.
She will now notice the detective has instead walked past the room and then revert back to her regular sitting position. For whatever reason, Jody wants to appear as if she's in a far calmer state than she actually is. She wants the detective to believe that she's relaxed enough to doze off, when she is in fact extremely alert and anticipating his arrival.
No, I don't think it was that she was trying to look so relaxed that she could fall asleep. That's kind of a weird take. But you all get the point. She's trying to control that first impression. So let's get back to Cecil. Oh, we got here.
We wait until she's not in the room.
They're
Or
talking
an
about.
ibuprofen in our room. We don't even do a Tylenol or an ibuprofen. We
That's such a good place to come back on. One of the dumbest things I've ever heard him say in my life. I gotta hear it one more time.
If me and Hetty think that our daughter's about to walk in our room, we don't even do a Tylenol or an ibuprofen. We wait until she's not in the room. That's just how we are when it comes to kids and pills around us. And
He couldn't have snorted a pill in front of Logan because he's so concerned about children that he won't even so much as take an ibuprofen or a Tylenol in front of them because he's that protective of them. I swear, I've seen somebody in an interrogation say that exact thing. Not about pills specifically, but about being too protective of children or like too protective of women or something to have committed a murder.
pill that me and Hetty do are legally our pills. And if I did any pills while Logan was around, the whole time I lived on that street, I was in recovery. So any pills that I was doing were all legally mine. It's irrelevant how I choose to do whether you guys think I snort them or not. At the end of the day,
This pissed me off the first time I heard him. I was literally yelling a little bit. I'll just let him say it again.
legally mine. It's irrelevant how I choose to do whether you guys think I snort them or not.
Cut himself off. Whether you all think I snort them or not. You told us you snort them. You said taking them orally makes you gag, so you snort them. I bet he doesn't have that video up now. I hope somebody has it saved. Where he's literally explaining how and why he takes his medication the way he does. And then he's going to sit there and say that. That's just him lying through his one tooth.
At the end of the day, only thing that I've done since I've been in recovery is the pills that are prescribed to me. So you guys are reaching that hard. You go on this rampage talking about, oh, you need to go get that person's permission to put their kid on fucking YouTube, blah, 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 blah. Logan's not of age. And if he is, he's barely of age. And then you lied to him, trying to tell him that I was trying to perv on his girlfriend. You guys have to make shit up. How was I perving on his girlfriend just because and trying to say that I was speaking sexual in regards to two underage people?
Before he gets too far into this, the one thing that I kept thinking about with this was the part where he said, I don't want your little girlfriend. I have a wife. As if like, oh, well, she's an option if I didn't have a wife. He didn't even once think for a second anything about her age. And then, yeah, him talking about his daughter once again. It's the same old, but the difference between us interviewing Logan and the way he uses his daughter is, you know, Master Shredder and RV Charity Drive got permission from Logan's mother. They interviewed Logan. And Logan, you know, just tells his side of the story. They ask a few questions to, you know, help him, I guess, find ideas for what he wanted to say. Because who knows how prepared he was. But it's different because his daughter, you know, the way he goes about it, for one, pretty much her entire life, at least half her life, she's witnessed her dad pacing around, you know, sometimes the entire house. He's just pacing around, like doing the dishes, going upstairs, doing weird shit with the animals, freaking going into his studio while Hetty's sleeping. I don't know. And so she's witnessed him spurg out, just yelling at his phone in these live streams, sometimes several times a day. There have been days where he's done over 10 live streams. And what's he talking about? I'm not a pedophile. The whole time. Just 10 times a day hearing your dad scream at a camera about how he's not a pedophile. And not only that, I'm sure she's a smart girl. She's probably seen him switch the story a few times and been like, oh, maybe my dad is a pedophile. He's starting to sound pretty guilty. But that is like, it's in a form of abuse as well. And it's one that he uses on all of us. Where if he just stays consistent with his bullshit all the time, it eats away at everybody. We've seen it. Like, there have been people that have been like, I need to take a break from this guy. I can't handle Cecil anymore. There's been times where I've kind of been that way, where I'm like, being exposed to Cecil just, it's like, gives me a dose of depression. There are times where Cecil just gets us trapped in this ugly atmosphere. And sometimes I think he likes that. He likes knowing that there's people that are listening to the disgusting shit that comes out of his mouth, and it's changing their mood for part of their day at least. Alright, I'm going to get back to it here.
Who were pregnant. In regards to and trying to say, just like perving on his girlfriend.
Okay, here we go.
Just because and trying to say that I was speaking sexual in regards to two underage people who were pregnant. How am I being sexual by telling? How am I being sexual to an underage girl by telling her and her boyfriend that they are wrong for having unprotected intercourse and having babies as underage kids? How am I wrong for telling them that they're throwing their life away and any future opportunity that they have for themselves, whether it's education or career-wise or anything? When you have a kid, you have to put yourself aside, and now you have to cater to that child. So I'm supposed to be telling these young, underage, pregnant people, congratulations? Is that what I'm supposed to tell them? Or tell them nothing at all? That way they get no guidance, because they obviously had not the right guidance in their life for the simple fact that they were having.
Yeah, I mean, he can't just, like, stay away from children, especially with accusations about him. You know, I'm sure there's people in his community that see him around and they're like, there's that pedophile. Kids beware. But, you know, he's not going to let that stop him from being around children. Like, he's still going to seek out children and try and give them guidance. Because that's, like, sounds like the smart thing to do when people think you're a pedophile.
Babies these as underage people. But, you know, I can't allow my daughter and her friend to defend me. The two little girls that are around me all the time, they're not allowed to.
Oh, I forgot he said that. Yeah, he's got the brother cousins. Oh my god. So, yeah, freaking. By the way, welcome Confessions of a Serial PDF file. I've never seen you around before unless you went through a name change, but it's nice to see you here. Yeah, Petey. I was thinking about the brother cousins last night. I was doing one of my jobs, and I just kept thinking about that. Like, it just randomly popped into my head. Oh God, Cecil has a kid. Cecil and his brother share a baby mom. They produced brother cousins, and he just said, "So what?"
Defend me against these allegations on YouTube that they run across randomly. You know, they're not allowed to defend me because it makes me look good. And that goes against my haters' narrative and agenda. But my haters are allowed to talk to kids to spread lies about me, though.
Yeah, and I already talked about that. Yeah, the differences.
And y'all don't have to go and get their parents' permission to talk to them on YouTube. You see how it works? Your haters will literally treat you like they are your daddy, dude.
Oh, here it is. I was waiting for this. Okay, so earlier I was talking about I was playing some interrogation clips with Jodi Arias. So with this part, there have been interrogations where, like, one example is in Canada. There was a high-ranking, like, Canadian military official, and I think he's like a colonel or something. I'm pretty sure he was a freaking colonel, but he ended up being a serial killer. And one of the ways that they put pressure on men like him, men that are in, like, positions of authority, they're in, like, you know, manly bravado fields of work, like the military and, you know, police officers, stuff like that. Yeah. According to what Rosie said, when she saw Cecil doing something to the girls, they were 8 and 10 years old. And he said that it had been going on for years. And in his so-called testimony, he said that they were willingly doing shit with each other for years. And now when he talks about it, oh, I don't know how old they were. They were like 11, 12. Because he doesn't want to say they were 8 and 10. Because what 15-year-old? Yeah, what 15, even if he was 15. 15 and 6, 15 and 8. I've never heard a single person in my life say that they were doing that when they were that age. I don't care how fucked up his childhood was. I don't believe for a second that he thought that was okay. Oh yeah, as I was saying about so when interrogating a male, when they start getting to the later stages of an interrogation and they're putting the pressure on them, they a lot of times will try and like injure the guy's ego a little bit. And it's funny because nobody's even interrogating Cecil here, but you're seeing the same response. Like he got triggered just thinking about us, and he was like, "Oh, that Master Shredder." That's specifically who he's talking about. Master Shredder sometimes calls him boy. And my God, does that bruise Cecil's ego. I don't think anything pisses him off more than him being called boy.
Your haters will literally treat you like they are your daddy, dude. And you are their child. That's literally how these people will talk to you. One of my haters literally referred to me as boy. And I'm almost 10 years older than him. He told me one day, because he told me that he was at Walmart in my area, stalking me. Got their whole families with them, their wives, their kids, trailer that they live in, mobile home, talking about, don't bring your gun with you, boy. What do you mean, boy? I'm older than you, dumbass. How am I a boy, little boy? Don't bring your gun, little boy.
I'm a man. You listen here, mister. I'm a grown man.
And that right there just shows you their mentality in regards to the people they hate on. They think they're better than. They think they're above people. They think that... See, they spend their whole life comparing themselves to other men because they doubt their manhood.
I took a note about that. Cecil, when you point a finger, you got 3 more pointing back at yourself.
That's what it boils down to.
I'll have to check that out. Oh, okay. Well, damn. Yeah, okay. I just had like a little brain blast, and now I remember. So, yeah. Oh, damn. Well, that was crazy. And the shit he was saying that day, like, playing these hypotheticals in his head, where he's like, yeah, told on himself about this too. Saying that somebody could have easily said that Cecil was going in there to hurt people, and he carries guns around everywhere, and he's a guy walking around in a harness. Yeah, I'll check out the video. I might cue it up real quick, but freaking, he was wearing his harness. He was wearing his harness in the airport. I have never in my life seen somebody just wear their machine harness around everywhere. I've had jobs. I've had multiple jobs where I've had to wear those. And not once have I seen somebody that just freaking wears it around town, like takes it into Walmart, gets some groceries, goes and pumps their gas, goes into the gas station and gets a drink, wearing a fucking harness. I think it's mostly that he was so proud of himself, which this is something I thought of today listening to this video again. At some point he says he's working on getting his GED. Last time I checked, yeah, I mean, I guess they are a little tight around the legs. If you leave the straps loose, like, then they just keep hitting you in like the back of the leg. From what I remember, I'd start getting a little friction burn from the harness. But man, God damn it. So I guess I'll just get back to the point of Cecil having the pride with that. You remember how recently Cecil came on saying that he's working his own private security jobs, like under the table. For one, I'm pretty damn sure you have to have a license that's issued by, like, I guess, state police. From what I remember, like, when I worked security with them, I got a license from, what was it? I think it was county police. And then, what's Cecil doing here? Working under the table security? And implying that it's armed security, which is horrifying, because he's made it very clear. He literally said he wants to work armed security because he wants to see some action. Which also means he really wants to use a gun on somebody. He says he's not a threat to anybody, but he's said multiple times he wants to feel what it's like to shoot somebody. He doesn't have to say those exact words for that same meaning to come out, you know? Oh yeah, I wanted to queue up your video real quick so I don't forget later. Just give me 1 second. You got 2 channels. Damn, yeah. I'll definitely watch that after I end stream. Which, by the way, I might be able to get to the end of this video. I don't even know if it'll be that important. Yeah, actually, that's something I was about to say. It's a Securitas badge, and once again, it's that link to pride with having certain jobs, especially with security. He was a little weirdo, having this little 5-foot creature stand in front of me with that badge, which I didn't even get one just because they didn't have some in the office when I got hired. He happened to get hired when they gave out some badges. So he got a special necklace so it would always be dangling around his neck. Yeah, that is live. Yeah, so and there was a day when he came in and he was literally telling me that he's like proud of having this badge because it makes people respect him. I was like, yeah, sure thing. They definitely don't think we're a joke here or anything. Like, people generally don't treat us like we're the actual police. We're Securitas. Literally, we're supposed to call the police. If anything too crazy happens, we're just supposed to call the police. We're never supposed to physically confront anybody, which I have seen people do, and it was so stupid. But there was another guy that came in that made everybody uncomfortable. We weren't allowed to have batons, but from what I remember, he'd bring in like a big heavy flashlight that was basically a baton. He was buying all kinds of gadgets, anything close enough to being a gun or something that could assist him in injuring somebody, which he should never have to do. And the dude would come in wearing like a freaking tactical vest. And he put lights on top of his car. Now, these are 2 guys I worked the same security job with. I had Cecil coming in the morning, being a little creep for an hour till I left. And then at night, I'd see like this cop LARPer for like an hour before he left. But I'm going to get back to the video.
You don't have to knock another person down to build yourself.
How did we get here?
That's what it boils down to.
Oh, yeah. Smug Cecil and his stupid laugh.
You don't have to knock another person down to build yourself up. You don't have to
That's right.
demoralize somebody
Preach.
to moralize yourself. You don't have to hate on another person to love who you are.
That's right, Cecil.
That's what racists do. You don't have to be.
Oh my
be
god.
proud.
I totally forgot he says that. So right there he's trying to be like, see, my haters are the types of people that'd be racist. Just try to say anything to put a bad light on like his opposition. Oh, I feel like I need to come on here and just be like, yeah, here's a few bad things I've done in my life. I haven't done that crazy shit. I don't even know where I was going with that. Sorry guys, I'm a bit stupid at times. Oh, it was so that I could show that a person can do bad things and still be worthy of redemption. Cecil, you done some real bad things. Yeah. I don't know if you can redeem yourself. The closest thing Cecil could get to redemption is admitting what he did. And then just showing that he's at least a human being. Because right now he's like, I don't want to use Cecil words, but he's like a little demon. He's just not worthy of being called like a full-blown demon. There's these things called imps. And they're just like little baby demons. That's Cecil.
To be proud of being white, you don't have to hate black people.
That's
and to be
right.
proud of being black, you don't have to hate white people.
That's right.
You don't have to hate in order to have love. To love yourself doesn't mean to hate others. You guys, for 8 years, went after an innocent person who was wrongfully accused, and you supported the fact that I was wrongfully accused, and you guys continued the accusation.
Oh, we're so bad.
The false accusation that was put against me when I was an underage boy. You supported someone being falsely accused.
I mean, I could. I don't have as many moral qualms about it as, say, everybody else. Yeah, I could potentially contact the girls. I'm not a part of, like, Viper group, so it's not like I speak for them. That's like a Viper group thing, to be like, yeah, we're not going to contact the girls. Me, on the other hand, I could potentially. And their names are out there. Cecil put their names out there. I have the notes right here. 11 minutes and 10 seconds into this video, he said that we never found the girls. And that's a blatant lie, specifically because he has said their names. I think he said their names on multiple occasions. So, what do you mean we never found the girls? Not only could Viper Group and me and whoever else is lumped into this that actually makes videos, not only we could contact these girls now, but any deranged ass person could too. All the trolls, like the people that show up just specifically because they want to cause chaos, and they just have like malice in their hearts, those people could contact those girls for bad reasons, just for lols, as they say. I wouldn't. I would do it because I want to hear their side of the story, but I also don't want to make them have to relive it. Even if it does bring comfort to this community, would it bring comfort to those girls? Maybe in a way it would. Especially if some kind of justice came about. Because, like, I know Cecil denies it now, but he confessed in the past. He like, it's kind of hard to put that, just make that disappear. He said what he said. Not only that, but, you know, he's dumb enough to come to people like me at work and literally pretty much say the confession video over again. Like, when I watched the confession video for the first time, it was because he told me about the video. He told me everybody's names. He told me his channel names. I think I sat there right in front of him and subscribed to his channels. I found like 2 or 3 of them back when this happened. It was like July. It might have been like June of, I guess that was 2022. But yeah, he came in. This was when he was on Johnny Gobble. This was the time that he got robbed with a gun on his hip. He fell for the card game. And then I think this might have also been around the time that the flower pot, the YouTube link under the flower pot. Like, I know Master Shredder's a cheeky bastard, but I don't know that he would do something that crazy. Which actually brings, I might wait till he says it, but I'll hit play here.
That's exactly what you did. And you carried on the false accusation for 8 years. By the way, Happy New Year. But because this...
There it is. He said Happy New Year. 18 minutes into the video. He should have started with that shit. And also, he did the one thing I can't stand the most. The way he smacks his lips when he's talking. Oh my God.
shit is not true, and I know it's not true, and I don't have to prove that it's not true. See, they could say things about you because they have more fans, and they don't have to prove what they say. You see, Logan don't have to prove what he said about me, saying that he saw me snorting my prescription medication around him, which is not true, because that's one thing I make sure I don't ever do, is anything inappropriate around a child. I know this about myself. See, they don't have to prove what they're saying about you. All they got to do is say it, and because they have people agreeing with them, and you, the person they're attacking, don't have anyone, almost anybody, supporting you, they think that they win and everything they say is going to be believed.
This isn't about winning and losing, Cecil. This is about justice. This disgusting little bastard thinks this is a game.
Look how many times I proved that they lie, guys. Look how many times I called them lying and nobody called them out for it. You see, I'm supposed to be held accountable and nitpicked for every little thing I say and do on YouTube, but they don't. Nobody nitpicks them or picks them apart. Every little word they say, every little tiny mistake they make, every little fucking thing. No, because nobody values them enough to give a fuck. Nobody sees anything great in them. You know, people only bully you because you're great at something. People only bully because of jealousy. Whether they choose to admit that they're jealous or not. Look, people will hate on you because your life is good. They will. And they will deny it until their teeth fall out.
Cecil, you point one finger, you got 3 more pointing back at you. Let's hear that again.
Look, people will hate on you because your life is good. They will. And they will deny it until their teeth fall out.
Cecil, what happened to your teeth?
They will deny it. That the reason why they don't like you is because really they're secretly jealous of you. They were literally making it trendy to hate on me and to spread these false lies. So I made a vow not to allow these people to anger me. Because I don't watch their videos that they make about me, they want my attention so bad and they want me to react to them so bad that they literally will drive to my town and then leave it in the comment section that they're up the street.
Before he even fully gets into this, I just want to say Master Shredder and RV Charity Drive were not in our town. At the closest, if they were even in the same state as us, they were in like freaking Dry Ridge. I don't remember what the Alexandria Walmart looks like, but I'm pretty sure they weren't there. That Walmart in that video was blue. We don't have blue Walmarts around here.
That's how desperate these people are for attention. That's how much this drama community means to them with the attention that they get in these gossip communities. That they will drive all the way to your state, to your house, around your house, harass you because you won't pay attention to them and what they're saying about you on YouTube. Because you won't feed into their bullshit and argue with them like a fucking teenager. They're going to get your attention one way or another. They'll make threats of calling your kids school and spreading lies. They make threats of making postcards and spreading fake links.
Hold up a second. I need to go back.
About threats of calling your... They're going to argue with them like a fucking teenager. Feed into about you on YouTube. Because you won't feed into their bullshit and argue with them like a fucking teenager.
Okay, go on.
They're going to get your attention one way or another. They'll make threats of calling your kids school and spreading lies. They make threats of making postcards and spreading fake links about you. They threaten your vehicle. They threaten your property. They threaten your livelihood.
Some of that stuff they're lumping in with, like, I think the one thing was literally Mick Dunn threatening his vehicle. I don't want to put any words in Mick Dunn's mouth, but if I'm not mistaken, he was the one that said that. He's not a part of this group. Mick Dunn has moved on from the Cecil verse. I haven't seen him around in a minute.
These people are demonic and they are addicted to bullshit. And they have low self-esteem, bro. Nobody spends that much time trying to look good by making others look bad.
Well, you heard it from us. We got low self-esteems. We're crazy. We're obsessed. We stalk. We, what do they call that? We trespass on other people's properties. We try to ruin other people's lives. We're just a really bad group of people. Damn. And Cecil's just such a pure, good guy. He's so pure, he won't even take an aspirin or a Tylenol in front of a child.
Nobody spends that much time doing that shit without inner demons. Dude, you people have inner issues, self-esteem issues. Nobody likes me looking as is what you are. Anything to get someone to think that you're a great person with good intentions, you would do, even if it means lying on someone else. Oh, that person's a bad person. You shouldn't like him. You should like me. Yeah.
That's the whole purpose of this video. Pointing fingers, Cecil.
Like me, don't like him. I'm a man, he's a boy. I'm good, he's bad. That's the mentality of these people, dude. Why should I sit around and watch videos being made about me that are mostly just big ass fucking jokes?
So that you show that you at least feel like people should have a say, you know, like other people should have a voice, rather than us having to build an entire, probably like 3,000 person community of people. Like all of his subscribers are from this community. And we had to do that because Cecil does not want to get any kind of feedback. He is effectively censored. He's put a wall between us and him in terms of being able to get a single word across to him. He's just got the blinders on and like freaking sound canceling earmuffs.
Of just clowning me. Still, I've literally caught them stealing my audio and editing it to make it sound like I'm saying things that I'm not saying.
He is one example of it. And it was an oopsie.
And you guys still follow those people. Are you fucking stupid?
Attacking an entire, all of his subscribers, basically. Because he knows. All of his subscribers are just people in this community.
Are you that naive? Are you that slow? Are you that weak? Are you that scared?
We're being abused by him right now. Oh, and this is, you know how Cecil always brags about how he's good at public speaking? Well, this is his public speaking skills on full display right here. This is like passionate as shit.
These people literally, they will intimidate a woman. They will threaten and harass a woman if they don't like a woman.
This is the guy that like absolutely hates women and said some really weird things thinking that a woman coworker of his might be watching, saying things like, it's just you and me back there. We still got to work together. If that sounded really threatening, Cecil.
Then they will turn around and call you a woman hater on YouTube. Why should I sit back and watch people talk about me? People who have never met me, who I didn't grow up with, people that I don't know from anywhere. Why would I sit there for hours while they live stream about me making assumptions? Why would I do that?
Because, I mean, we might not know you like we've known you since childhood or anything, but we have evidence. And it doesn't matter like how acquainted we are with you. You said what you said, Cecil. It's about the most concise way I could say it. Cecil, you said what you said. It doesn't matter if we know you or not in real life. How about you get all your weird family together and have them all publicly speak out about how good a man Cecil is, how he's so innocent. He wouldn't even so much as take an ibuprofen in front of a child. Let's continue.
And why would I fucking respond to it or waste any of my time feeding into it? And the biggest question is, why do you guys even listen to it? Is your life that shitty? Is your life that lame? Are you that unentertained by other things that should be more important to you? There's more entertaining things to watch on YouTube than to sit there and listen to someone spread lies on somebody that they don't know.
Did shithead just point fingers again?
Entertaining things to watch on YouTube than to sit there and listen to someone spread lies on somebody that they don't know. That RN dude, that random news retard guy, he literally had you guys thinking that I did heroin based off of me and Greg making a Heroin the Untold Story music video. Guys, I've never done heroin in my life. But it didn't stop this dude from making a bunch of assumptions about me and spreading it on his bullshit fake.
That really bruised his ego. I don't believe he's stupid enough to actually not understand what parody is. It's almost like he doesn't know when people are serious when they aren't. But freaking
news making a guys, I've never done heroin in my life. But it didn't stop this dude from
his poor little bruised ego. That's all I was talking
making
about.
a bunch of assumptions about me and spreading it on his bullshit fake news.
I never did heroin. No.
You know how many times they fake a narrative about me and you guys still believed it? It's sad. You know what it makes me want to do? It makes me want to continue doing YouTube, ignore all hate, and legally protect myself like I do.
Uh-oh. Yeah, because we're coming for you, right? You never know what it might be.
And not ever trust anybody on YouTube ever again except for the ones that I know I can trust, like Queen Tasty and a couple others. It makes me want to do my YouTube, but be very careful. That's it. I'm not going to waste my life being upset because someone said something untruthful about me. I'm not going to do it. I'm getting too old. I'm 42. I don't have time for fuck shit. I'm not going to feed in to some bullshit because someone wants attention on YouTube. I'm not doing it. I got better things to do with my time. My time is valuable.
That's right, Cecil. Get a nice sniffle.
These people will group up and team up to lie their asses off until you leave YouTube. And when you leave YouTube, they still go at you. Because secretly, they don't even want you to leave. They like bullying you.
Yes, Cecil, we want you to stay in view, because unless you're in a cell, somebody's got to keep an eye on you. Sorry, buddy.
Guys, I don't even take it personally. I'm not the only person that's gotten bullied all up and down YouTube by a group of shitheads.
Also, Cecil, you're just... I'm trying to think of the most eloquent way to say this. Besides just saying you're a disaster piece. Like, sometimes it blows my mind that I just stumbled into a fucking lolcow community just because I went to work one day. I went to work one day and this weird little band came in and introduced me to this whole rabbit hole I wish I never would have known about.
That are all buddies with each other. I don't take it personally. Because if it's not me that they're harassing, it will be someone else. Trust and believe. These people don't change their ways just because you leave. No. Nobody can tell these idiots anything. Nothing they do is wrong. They will deliberately lie to your face just to get a reaction out of you. just because they know it's going to piss you off. Just because they know that you're going to make a video and give them more content. That's all. And they don't think anybody cares that they're liars because they don't have a self-esteem to believe that anyone even
Ouch.
values what they say.
Ouchie. Quit abusing us, Cecil.
And they think that it's okay for them to lie, but it's not okay for the people that they're attacking to make a boo-boo and tell a lie once in a while. They will literally make hours-long live streams about how Cecil lied about something that wasn't truthful, while themselves putting 15 new lies in the video itself. Thinking,
Did he just point fingers again?
wow, themselves putting 15 hours long live streams about how Cecil lied about something
Oh,
that
shit.
wasn't truthful. Wow, themselves putting 15 new lies in the video itself.
Damn, that sounds like what Cecil does every time. And didn't he even say, we just get on about how he's...
About something that wasn't truthful once in a while. They will literally make hours long live streams about how Cecil lied about something that wasn't truthful.
That's funny that he specifically said that. Nobody's lying. For the most part, we just introduce evidence. We're just like, Cecil put his foot in his mouth again today. Hey everybody, here's an update. Here's the clip. And then it's just Cecil talking. We're just straight up playing his videos. There's like 2 channels that clip his stuff up and have like a more professional video style.
Wow, themselves putting 15 new lies in the video itself. Thinking no one's going to call them out for it. Because everyone is scared to call them out for their shit.
We're so
Because
scared.
they know that everyone knows that they will bully you. If you say something that they don't like, they will talk about you for fucking years, dude. That's how obsessive and compulsive these people are. You know the people who walk down the street talking to themselves? Those are the people trolling us on.
I was hoping we'd get to this part. So this is funny because he always says stuff about not shaming people that are going through addictions. But that mostly he's saying don't shame him. And like I guess people that he specifically knows. But if somebody's like methed out on the sidewalk, then they're bad. No, it's fine to shame them.
On YouTube. You know the people, smoking meth and
Yeah.
secret drug addicts and shit? People that are tweaking out, punching the air, walking down the street on meth, chasing dope all day. Those are the people on YouTube bullying people, spreading lies and gossiping all day. Those are the type of people that we're dealing with. These are not decent people. They make you think that they're agents and military and on a COVID mission and all these other bullshit fake-ass lies. Try to make you think that there's some kind of high-ranking officer.
I forgot about COVID mission. I always notice these little ways that he screws up. And in this video, he said dog-faced lie and COVID mission. And I think there was something else he said boarded up in like the weirdest context.
To make you think that they're higher ranking than the police itself. And they think that you think it's cute to be demonic. These people have low self-esteem and mental health issues. You don't go outside and feed into someone talking to themselves. Just because they scream at you, irated bullshit that makes no sense coming out of their mouth. You don't go harassing someone who is talking gibberish while walking down the street. So why would I do it on YouTube? You don't mess with the mentally ill in real life. So why mess with them on social media?
That's right, everybody. He should have. I mean, he basically started with this. You heard it here, folks. We're all crazy and we just shouldn't be listened to. It's just like how his sister's a lying bitch. Like, you just slap a label on somebody and then be like, see, so now you just block them. Oh my god, that reminds me of a joke. So, in my real life, I tell people about Cecil quite a bit. Whenever I start making, like, becoming, like, good friends with a person, I usually am like, alright, I gotta introduce you to this character in my life. There's this vile little freaking demon called Cecil, and he's a pedophile. I'm gonna just watch this little fucker. I don't even have to show him, like, an actual, like, edited video or a certain person. I'll just play videos from Cecil's channel, and they're just kind of like, I don't like this. Why are you showing me this?
I think you guys support them because you're scared of them. And nobody can change the way I feel. That's the way I feel about it. You guys don't support me, which is the person that you should support, because I'm authentic, good person. Because you don't feel that we have a big enough army over here to defend ourselves against these people. So you choose to be quiet and stay in the cut and not back us because you're afraid of what my haters are going to do to you. So you keep yourself safe. And you know what? Nobody's obligated to support me. You're not. And I don't expect nobody to fight my battles for me. But I am going to get on here once in a while, and I am going to call it out for what the fuck it really is. Because I can, and nobody can deter my opinion. Because my opinion is just that, my opinion. I don't understand hate. Hate is not in my vocabulary, and it's not in my name.
How did this loop back to the beginning? I swear he scripted this a little bit. Because this has a structure of like an essay.
I am C-Love. So people are not intimidated by me. Because I'm no threat to people. But you would think that people would gravitate to me because I'm a good person who shows love. No. People look at kind-hearted people as weak. And they look at mean bullies as tough. They're not tough. They're only mean bullies because they're really trying to cover up the fact that they're really sissies.
Oh, we're really
They have
sissies.
inner issues within themselves. These are lost souls. They don't believe in themselves enough. Really. If they did, they would have some positive content too. Not just some shit talking about a YouTuber that them and their friends don't like. They would have, like, even people like Random News would have some positive content once in a while. Maybe some high profile.
I would say that all of us at least try to make this positive in some way. We try to at least have some lightheartedness. Oh my god. Okay, I think that's good. I could just hit cancel. Sorry, I'm doing two things at once here. Yeah, we all try to have some kind of a lighthearted nature about this, because otherwise it would be extremely serious. Could you imagine if we just came on here and deadpan, like, monotone? We were just sad the entire time. We're like, hey guys, alright, we're gonna talk about Cecil again. I really hate doing this because it just makes me so sad. What the fuck? Whoa, now it works. I should have done this a long time ago. Damn. I'm so unprofessional. Oh shit. Alright, everybody. I might actually have to cut this short, but that's fine because it seems like Cecil's coming to a close. I actually stopped taking notes like 16 minutes into the video because it was taking me a minute. But yeah, I appreciate you being here. It was nice seeing you. Let's see here. Oh shit, I just made it small. Well, it's embedded now? That's cool. But yeah, it was nice seeing you. Confessions of a Serial PDF file. And let's see. Oh yeah, we had Live Your Dream Media. We had Petey Wheatstraw. We had Order at some point. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you all later, but I actually got to get ready to go to a job. It's all good, though. But yeah, it was pretty productive. I'll see you all later.